This is the official Kali Linux 2023 running on Apple Silicon Mac. In this video, I'm going to show you how to install Kali Linux 2023 on any Apple Silicon Mac using VMware Fusion for free. Now, as you can see, this is my base MacBook Air with an M1 chip running macOS Monterey. To install Kali Linux inside a virtual machine using VMware on Apple Silicon Mac, you need to reserve a free space of 30 GB or higher. Now, that being said, it's time to start installing Kali Linux 2023 on any Apple Silicon Mac using VMware Fusion. Now open your browser and head over to the Kali website. Then click on download and scroll over here and choose Apple Silicon ARM64. At the time of recording this video, Kali Linux 2023.1 is the latest release. Just go ahead and choose the installer. Then click on this icon and start downloading the image file. Then head over to the second link and scroll down, then click on register for a personal use license. It should take you to this page. Just go ahead, create a user account if you don't have one. In my case, I have an account and I choose to log in. Now once you're logged in, under the download section, you will see that VMware is available for both Intel and Apple Silicon Macs. Just go ahead and download the DMG file and use the free license key to activate VMware Fusion. And once it's done downloading these two files, place them somewhere on your computer for easier navigation. Then go ahead, double click on the VMware Fusion and follow the on-screen instructions and install it. Now using the free license key, activate it. Now just go ahead and permit VMware to use the system accessibility features. Now you will see this window. Then click on install from disk or image and import Kali Linux ISO. Now click on continue. Choose Linux and select Debian 11 64-bit ARM preset and continue. Now this is the summary of the Kali Linux virtual machine. Just go ahead and choose to customize settings, name the virtual machine and click on save. Now using the settings of the virtual machine, choose processors and memory, then increase the CPU cores to 4 for better performance. I'm going to allocate the 4 gigs of RAM for Kali Linux. Then I'm going to choose a hard disk and allocate a storage space of 30 GB for Kali Linux. Now once it's done, start the virtual machine by clicking on the play button. Now once you see this screen, click anywhere inside a virtual machine and using the arrow key, select graphical install and press enter. Keep in mind, when you click inside a virtual machine, the cursor control will be bounded to the guest OS. To release, press Control and Command keys to get the control of the cursor back to the Mac OS. Now go ahead and set the system language, then select your location and set the keyboard language. Now leave Kali as the hostname and click on continue. For the domain name, leave it empty. Then create a user account and password. Now choose use the entire disk. Then select the virtual disk. Choose all-in-one partition and finish partitionizing the virtual drive. Now don't worry, this will not format the Mac OS. The free space that we allocated for Kali will be used to install and runs the Kali Linux in isolated environment and has nothing to do with Mac OS. And lastly, you need to choose the desktop environment. I tried XFCE and GNOME Desktop, both just work fine without any issues. But for now, I would like to use an XFCE desktop which is lighter and faster. Then click on Continue to finish installing Kali Linux. Wait for some time, sit back and relax. Now once the installation is complete, click on Continue to reboot. You don't have to unmount the ISO. VMware Fusion will do it automatically for us. And voila, now you can see the login screen. Let me jump into the full screen mode. Then type your username and password to login. Now, as you can see, we are running the latest version of Kali Linux inside a virtual machine on Apple Silicon Mac. The first thing to do after installing Kali Linux is to go to Settings, then choose the Display, Resolution, and use the native Mac version. Then go back to the main settings and enable the high DPI mode for the desktop. Now head over to mouse and trackpad settings, choose a theme and increase the size of the cursor by 60%. Now using the menu bar, choose Window and select Virtual Machine Library. Now from the sidebar, select Kali Linux, then click on Settings and select CD or DVD drive. Now uncheck this option and turn on the virtual machine. Now as you can see, Kali Linux runs much better than UTM. The only caveat is that it uses software rendering and you won't see any animations or transitions, which is kind of bummer. Now apart from that, the software rendering is outstanding. You won't face any lag or hiccups in terms of performance. The UI feels very responsive and faster. Most of the pre-installed applications and tools are working fine without any issues. Unfortunately, I could not able to install VMware tools that will enable hardware acceleration, directory sharing, and more. So whenever I choose to mount the VMware tools, it says the guest OS is not compatible. Now, other than that, with the help of clipboard sharing, you can copy and paste the text or any file between the guest and host OS. And lastly, I tried installing VS Code and PyCharm, and guess what? It works absolutely fine. Now, if in case you decide to delete or remove Kali Linux, shut down the virtual machine, then using the menu bar, choose Window, Virtual Machine Library, then right-click on the Kali Linux, choose to delete and move to trash. Now, this will free up the space on Mac OS. And that's pretty much it. This is how you install Kali Linux 2023 on any Mac with Apple Silicon using VMware Fusion for free of cost. Thanks for watching my video. This has been KSK Rao. I will see you in the next one.